Hello everyone, welcome again to Tempest Psychology. I thought I'd talk today about how can a psychologist be an epidemiologist at the same time. Because I'm just making a guess here that, particularly because of the pandemic, that people kind of, when they think of a epidemiologist, they think of viruses and they think about how viruses move through the population and things like that. Well, all epidemiology is tracking the life course of a disease and how it moves through a population. And of course, that can happen with mental health, as well as more physical conditions and diseases and viruses, bacteria, or anything like that. It's just what enables that particular thing to thrive, and how does it go from one person to another. I mean, you could probably even do it with memes or whatever, you know. I mean, there's probably studies about that out there. But yeah, so this enables me to comment on things like the comorbidity data or government policy about how we manage the disease, because the methods are the same. So as long as I have a suitable enough understanding of how the virus works and I can read the papers that are done by researchers to understand viruses in enough detail, because I know what sort of methodologies they're using and how they're going about actually tracking the disease or whatever it is. Because, say, for example, with schizophrenia, there are going to be a genetic component and an environmental component that makes somebody at a risk for having schizophrenia. And you might have a low genetic risk but high environmental risk, or you could have a high genetic risk and a low environmental risk. And sometimes there's environmental reasons why you develop schizophrenia, and sometimes it's just genetic, you know. So, but each environmental risk and and the prevalence of the illness in your family makes you more likely to have the condition, basically. So yeah, it's all the same methods. The first piece of epidemiology was actually that water pump in London. There's a cholera outbreak, and John Snow, not that John Snow, the one that actually knew something, and he tracked the whole outbreak of cholera to one infected water pipe in London, and then they replaced that water pipe, and the cholera epidemic died down. But anyway, that's how I, as a psychologist, can call myself an epidemiologist as well.